And this is just a video of me after I installed it, just getting on and off for the first time, and it felt really good. And then I decided to get off on the other side because I don't ever do that. And man, it felt really good. And then I got back on, of course, and yeah, it felt really good. And so this is just a video of how I installed it all. So I bought this 2020 Tri-Glide in July of 20, and about August or so I saw this Trike mid-step, and I thought, well, that'd be kind of nice to have. So I got online and looked at them, and they're rather pricey, so I didn't know if it really warranted the cost or not. So I hunted around. I watched the owners do a sales pitch on it, and it looked pretty good. And then I saw their fast forward installation process, and that looked pretty easy too. Again, I wasn't sure I wanted one because the cost, until I saw DK Customs do a Tri-Glide walk around review of his mods on his bike. And when he came to that, the Trike mid-step, I laughed my head off because that's something I would do also. And I'll tell you what he said. He said they wanted to send him one, but he really didn't even want one because they were bad ugly. They blocked his exhaust. He had power duals on there, and it blocked the best looking part of his power duals. So he said he'd put it on there and test it out, and he had every intention, he said, of taking it off when he was done. But after he tested it out, he said he really liked it, and he left it on there. So that's what sold me on getting one, so I went ahead and bought one, and I think I'm going to enjoy it just as well as he is. Okay, we're going to do a little inspection under the bike. All right, let's go up under here and check it all out. And just, I cleaned it off pretty good underneath there, so I should be able to put that Trike mid-step on here pretty easy. And here's the Trike mid-step frame that's going to go under the bike. And right here's a little hole for the D-dent. That's this piece right here. I don't know exactly what it does, but I'll find out in a minute. But yeah, and then this is the park brake extension, and then these are the U-bolts that it came with. Pretty simple, it looks like. All right, let's crawl under there, let's walk under there and check it out. Okay, so I determined that I'm going to put them right here. The very far back, there's a plate right here, a skid plate of some sort. But the frame will go right here. I'll have to put the U-bolts right in this area right here. You can see this thing here goes back to that spot right there. They won't go beyond that spot, and I can't hang no U-bolts there. So let's just try right there. So I hung the first one right there. Okay, let's just go hang the other ones. Okay, so I hung the other one, and they're not interfering with anything. I put them underneath that wire right there, and so when I bolt them up, they're not going to be in the way. Nothing on this side, no obstacles over here. I moved it on side of this thing here inside so it doesn't pinch it. So yeah, looks pretty good. Now let's put it up there and see what happens. Okay, so I got that one started just for the bolts. So it hangs there. So now I'm going to flip the other side up and get started. Okay, I hung the Trike mid-step frame. Got her all hung there. Looks like I'm going to put her right against this piece of frame right here. This is the frame here, and then it kind of has a weld right there. And on this side, it's got a weld there. And I think it's placed where I want it to be. So right against that this black frame right here, I'll put it right against the edge right there. And hopefully that'll be even. So yeah, yeah. Okay, before I proceed though, I'm gonna just kind of look over here and read the instructions just a little bit more here to see what I missed. Okay, back to the bolts. Gonna go in there and tighten them up. Okay, I'm finally finished, and I snugged the bolts down, please, like they said. Don't reef on them, so I just snugged them down. And I think I got her right where I want her. This is the oil
temperature sending unit plugged into my oil drain plug. Goes to my Dakota gauges, Dakota digital gauge. I'll zip tie that to the frame there in a minute. When I remove the oil drain plug, the oil is going to come right out on the top of this thing right here and probably drip down into the pan. I don't really see that much of a problem. Just clean it up when you're done. Okay, this is the right side here, and up here we got a bundle of wires. And before they were on the frame, now they're kind of just sitting on top of the U-bolts. Nothing else seems to be pinched there. Yeah, that's what it looks like from underneath. A lot of times you get too many close-ups and you never get to see the big picture. So here's kind of the big picture, what it looks like underneath there. I could see if it was on the ground and you were messing around with it, you'd get a little ticked off. You wouldn't get as particular as I am, that's for sure. All that measuring and being particular, I don't even know if it's straight across. It looks pretty good. So yeah. All right, well, let's bring her down and check her out. Another shot from straight across like that. All right. And now since you put this 1.5 inch bar on here, sticks down 1.5 inches lower, you've reduced your ground clearance to this. It was this, and now it's this. Okay, so this is the park brake. I'm putting this extension on there right here. And these things here go inside the rubber. And there's, well, I'll just have to show you. This was a bugger getting off. I had to heat it up with a heat gun to make it pliable so I could get this thing off. Let me show you what's inside here. First off, there it is. And then I don't know if I can show you what's inside here or not. Let's see. Okay, that piece of steel had to go around those two rubber things right there. And that was what was holding it on. I used a heat gun to heat this rubber up real good so I could get it off. But it was still a bugger. And the park brake extension has these two lips on them. And they go right in this groove right here so the thing can't slide around. There, see, it's kind of locked in place and you just put your bolt on there. Okay, we got the park brake extension, 39 bucks. And we got the two lips right there. And they go right there. And we got a 1/2 inch nut with a washer. Stick it in there. And we got a 1/2 inch nylon nut with a washer. And I'm going to go ahead and put this on. And I'll get back to you in a second, okay? So we got it on now. And I'm going to stick this rubber piece back on and call it good. I'm not going to let you see me do it because it's probably going to be hard like everything else. It'll take me 2 years. Okay, I got it on. As you can see, I had to use a little oil, a little tiny bit of oil, and then she popped on there. But yeah, she's on for good. All right. I bought some OEM Harley Davidson passenger footboards to match what I got on the bike now. And they just came with the rubber and the pan. And these did not come with the pins that go right there and right there also. So I had to order some off of eBay. I don't remember how much, pretty cheap. But from Drag Specialties, passenger footboard mount pins. And they came with 4 pins, 2 for each footboard, and a spring and a ball, which I don't use because I'll show you why. The Trike mid-step people actually sent this with the kit, and that's what you're going to use instead of the springs. Okay, here's the Trike mid-step footboard mounting bracket, and here's the passenger footboard for one of your passenger rides. And if you flip it up, you notice right in there, there's the ball, and right underneath the ball is this spring right here. And the spring drops in there in the hole first, and it is held in place by this weld right here. So if you took the OEM spring that came with the kit and you try to put it in your Trike mid-step, there's nothing to hold it. So it actually just falls through like that. That's why the Trike mid-step people supplied you with this with a little lip on there, so it just drops into place like that. Okay, with your pin already in place. You take your footboard and just kind of lay it right there in spot, and then you just take your pin there and just push it in there, and you take something and you just kind of slide it in until it don't go in any further, and then you flip this baby down, and this rubber's not in yet. You can see the square piece of rubber is going to hold the pin in right there, and then the pin, of course, is right there, as you can see it. So I will finish putting this rubber down and then get back to you. Okay, there it is, all nice and squished down and ready to go. I'm going to go do the other side. Okay, so I finished the other side and no problem, flips up. And it's all original, same as the other stuff I got. So yeah, it worked really good. So now I'm going to let the lift down and check it out. Okay, let's try it a little different angle here and see what's going on. There we go. And you put the foot up there if you want, or back there. Or you can go over to this side here. Same thing. Footboard up there, and then back there. And if you want, you can stand up, shake yourself out, whatever you want to do. So you got your footboard, got your foot on the footboard, you push it up. Now you want to put your park brake on. So you just kick this guy up, and your park brake is right just about on the edge. You can either, push it down like this, so it's on, and to let it off, you just let it up like that. Or you can, which I like to do it this with my heel out, heel off, and so forth. And we'll get one last look at the park brake here. Flip it up, and there it is. And you got a lot of clearance, not a lot of clearance, but you got close clearance, but it works good, yeah. So there you go, that's a Trike mid-step.